My beloved one, draw near and listen, not just with your ears, but with the stillness of your soul. I bring you a message that carries more weight than the heaviest burden you've been carrying, and more light than the deepest darkness you've walked through. This is not coincidence. This is divine timing. You were meant to hear this today, in this exact moment. You are not alone. You have never been. I have walked beside you in your laughter and in your quiet tears. I have held your trembling hands in the silence when no one else saw your struggle. I have covered your home with my presence, even on the days you questioned if I was still near. And I am telling you now, child, I am closer than ever. Your family is precious to me. Every prayer you've whispered, sometimes with words, sometimes with tears, I have received them all, and they are not lost in the wind. They are being answered. Even now there are blessings forming around you. Some will arrive like sudden rain, others like the slow blooming of a flower, but all are beautiful and abundant. Do not be afraid. I am your help. I am your deliverance. And I come not with delay, but with perfect timing. Yes, there are forces rising against you. Not all battles are visible. Some storms rage in the spiritual realm, where shadows attempt to dim your light. But take heart, these battles do not catch me off guard. My angels are on guard. My spirit is active. I have stationed protection around you, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. I ask of you this: do not let your heart grow hard with judgment. Do not allow resentment to take root, for the people around you are not your enemies. The one who opposes you hides in the unseen, cunning, strategic, using words and discouragement like darts to weaken your faith. But do not be discouraged. I have equipped you with weapons, not of this world worship, prayer, truth, and praise. These are your shields. Use them. Rise early. Meet me before the world rises. In those sacred hours of stillness I will speak to you. I will strengthen you. I will show you what is to come. I will give you discernment to recognize the schemes of the enemy and wisdom to walk securely. When fear creeps in, remind yourself, my enemy is not all, knowing he is not everywhere. He does not know your thoughts, nor can he override my plans. He trembles when he sees your progress. He seethes when he watches your courage grow. Do not shrink back, for you are not walking alone. You are under my covering. My grace is your shield. You may feel tired. You may feel like giving in. But in your weakest hour, cry out to me. I will lift you. I will fight for you. I will place my strength in your soul and wrap my peace around your heart, like a warm garment on a cold night. And if your concern today is for your children, if your heart aches wondering about their future, give them to me. Entrust their lives into my hands. My love for them is just as great as my love for you. I will protect them. I will guide them. I will plant their feet on solid ground. Move forward not in fear but in assurance. I will give you what you need. Joy will not be stolen from you. Peace will not be temporary. I will anchor you so you may enjoy the blessings I pour into your life without dread or anxiety. Remind your loved ones. My heart longs for them too. Let them open the doors of their hearts so I may step in and show them what a good, gentle, and faithful father I am. I do not fail, child. I have never failed you, even when the waiting was long, even when the nights stretched on and you thought I had forgotten. I never turned my face from you. I was working, always. What others have said about you, the words they've spoken behind your back, the judgments they've cast, they carry no weight in my presence. My love is your defense. I am your advocate. No one can accuse you while you remain in me. No one can snatch you from my hands. So, let your knees not tremble. Let your thoughts be clear. Do not give space to fear. The enemy loves to exaggerate his power, but he cannot overtake you. You are a child of the Most High. You are covered, sealed, and protected. Even now, I am moving in your home. I am silencing confusion. I am restoring what was broken. I am healing places in you that even you forgot were wounded. I am removing generational burdens and replacing them with generational blessings. You are more than a conqueror. You are a warrior clothed in light. My spirit is alive in you. My hand is on your life. Say it aloud, I am not afraid. I am not alone. I belong to God, and He is with me. Let that truth echo in every room you walk through, in every hallway of your heart. Let it be your anthem when doubt whispers. Let it be your anchor when storms rise. And now, beloved child, breathe. Breathe deeply, for this is your moment of peace. You have made it this far, not by chance, but by grace, and grace will carry you even further. My precious one, there is something I want you to truly understand today. The heaviness you've been feeling, the weariness in your chest, the moments where joy feels just beyond reach, they are not signs of failure, they are signs of battle. But this is not a battle of flesh and blood, it is spiritual. And you, my beloved, are not defenseless. You may feel like the world is spinning faster than you can hold on. You may sense unseen resistance each time you try to take a step forward. But that is because you are advancing, you are moving toward destiny. And darkness always resists what carries my light. There are unseen forces that rise up against you, not because you are weak, but because you are marked. Marked by my calling, marked by my promises, marked by my spirit that lives within you. That is why the enemy wages war against your mind, your peace, your family. He wants to derail the purpose I placed in your life before you were even born. But child, listen carefully, I have already overcome. You do not fight for victory, you fight from victory. The cross sealed it, the blood declared it. My resurrection proved it. You are not losing, you are learning. And through every trial, I am refining you like gold. The enemy watches you with envy. He knows the glory I have spoken over your name. He tries to sow fear, to stir up confusion, to convince you that you are not enough, that your prayers are useless, that your future is dim. But hear me now, those are lies. Do not let your mind entertain his whispers. Do not let your spirit bend beneath the weight of his accusations. His power is limited. He cannot touch your destiny unless you let go of it. So hold on, tighter than ever before. Wrap your heart around the truth that I am still your God and you are still my beloved. In moments of silence when you feel alone, raise your voice to me. Let praise escape your lips even if your voice trembles. Worship breaks chains in realms you cannot see. Every time you kneel in the quiet hours, heaven moves on your behalf. Child, you do not need to see the battle to believe the victory. Trust that your prayers have shaken the very gates of opposition. When you rise early and seek me, you are not just preserving peace, you are calling down power. Prepare yourself, for the times ahead will require spiritual eyes and steady hearts. You are not to be consumed with fear or uncertainty. I am calling you to be a watchtower in your home, to raise your family in prayer, to open your doors to my spirit and say, you are welcome here, Lord. And when you do, peace will flood your walls, joy will return to your table. Laughter will echo through your rooms again, not a shallow kind, but the deep, soul-lifting laughter that comes when you know you are safe under my wings. Your strength will not come from your own will, it will come from me. I will teach you to respond with gentleness in the face of provocation. I will give you wisdom to know when to speak and when to remain silent. I will guide your hands to build, not to destroy. And for the days when your children seem far away or your loved ones struggle with burdens you cannot lift, pray. That is where your greatest power lies. Bring their names before me. Speak their futures into my hands. I promise you I am not just watching over them, I am surrounding them. Let go of control. Surrender their paths to me. For I love them more deeply than you can fathom. Just as I have carried you, I will carry them. You are not their savior, I am. Do not let fear make your decisions for you. Fear is a liar, and I did not plant it in your heart. Instead, I have placed within you a spirit of power, of love, and of sound mind. Let that spirit rise up now. Let it steady your trembling hands and clear the fog from your thinking. Say it with conviction, I will not be ruled by fear, I will be led by faith. You have been chosen for this time. There is a reason you are here, now hearing these words. The battles you've survived were not random. The pain you've endured has been turned into preparation. You are being raised for something greater than comfort, you are being raised for impact. I know it hasn't been easy. You've faced rejection, betrayal, loss. You've questioned why others seem to thrive while you're still waiting. But beloved, my timing is not delayed, it is precise. I was never late. I was preparing you. There are doors I am opening now that no man can shut. You will walk through them with wisdom because you waited, because you trusted, because even when it didn't make sense, you still looked up and said, God, I believe. That is why I am honoring your faith. Not because it was perfect, but because it was persistent. Keep walking. Even if you feel like you're limping, even if your feet are tired, even if all you can do today is whisper a prayer through tears, I hear you, I will carry you the rest of the way. Let go of old wounds. You are not your past. You are not defined by the people who walked away or the voices that tried to tear you down. I am doing something new in you, and what I am building cannot be destroyed by the criticism of others. Child, take my hand again. Let me lead you into the next chapter. Do not fear the unknown, it is not unknown to me. From this day forward, you will be a source of light for others. Your peace will become contagious. Your faith will become an anchor not only for you, but for everyone who enters your presence. People will say, there is something different about you. And you will smile, because you'll know it's me. Let your life be a reflection of my promises. Let your words speak life. Let your actions carry grace. You are not ordinary. You are set apart. This world may be chaotic, but your spirit will be calm. Not because the storms disappear, but because I dwell within you. And where I am, peace reigns. So lift your head, dear child. Your God is not done. The best is not behind you, it is being written in this very moment. My beloved, today I want to remind you of something. The world has made you forget your worth. You are not just another person among millions. You are not a mistake, not invisible, not replaceable. You are known, you are seen, you are loved deeply, fully, eternally. Before you spoke your first word, I spoke your name. Before you took your first breath, I carved your future into the palm of my hand. You have never left my sight, even when you wandered far. Even when your heart broke in silence and no one else noticed, I did. I felt every tremor in your soul. I gathered every tear you shed in the dark. I have not forgotten you. I could never forget the one I formed with so much care. You have walked through seasons that seemed endless. You have endured more than most people know, but through it all you never let go completely. You held on to a thread of hope, and that was enough. That was your faith, and I saw it. I know there were moments you doubted me, moments you whispered, God, are you still there? And I never judged you for those questions. I understood them. I never turned my face from you because of your fear or frustration. On the contrary, I drew closer, waiting for you to quiet your spirit so you could hear mine. Child, you are not meant to carry everything alone. Lay it down now, the regret, the anger, the unforgiveness, the pressure to always be strong. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be present with me. Let me carry what's too heavy for you. Let me shoulder your burdens. I am not distant. I am right here, with open arms and a heart full of compassion. Nothing you bring to me is too messy. No thought is too dark. No feeling is too heavy. I can handle your truth. Just come. This is a new day, a sacred turning point, and I want you to live it differently. I want your heart to breathe again. I want your shoulders to loosen from the weight they've carried for too long. I want joy to return not as a fleeting emotion, but as a steady rhythm in your soul. Not because your life is perfect, but because my presence is constant. Do not look back. The pain behind you is real, but it does not have the final word. What others said about you does not define you. What was taken from you will be restored. The season of sorrow is giving way to a season of restoration. You've asked me for signs, you've waited for clarity. And now, I speak this truth to you plainly. The time for healing is now. I am rebuilding what was torn. I am softening the ground where bitterness once grew. I am giving you a new vision, not just for your future, but for who you truly are. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not late. You are right on time for what I've prepared. Let this word be planted in your spirit today. I am beloved. I am chosen. I am called. I am covered. I am enough in God's eyes. Say it out loud. Let your soul hear the truth it's longed to believe. Let your home be filled with this truth. Speak it in the morning over your children. Whisper it at night over your pillow. Let it be a song in your heart, even when your hands are tired and your body aches. This truth will carry you. The enemy has tried to mute you. He's tried to steal your voice through discouragement and fear. But I am restoring your voice, not with noise, but with peace. I will give you the words to speak when it matters most. You will speak life into places that have long felt dead. Do not waste time arguing with those who misunderstand you. Do not chase after those who walked away. Their absence was not your failure, it was my protection. There are people coming into your life who will honor your heart, not take advantage of it. There are doors opening that no rejection can close. You don't need to strive. You just need to stay close to me. Let your mind be renewed daily in my word. Let your habits reflect your healing. Let your relationships reflect your reverence. I will teach you how to love again without fear, how to hope again without shame, how to rest again without guilt. Your mistakes do not disqualify you. They make your testimony richer. I don't just forgive, I restore. I don't just heal wounds, I repurpose them. Even your deepest heartbreak will one day become someone else's source of hope when they hear how I carried you through. You are not finished. You are in formation. The work I began in you, I will complete. I am not discouraged by your process, so you don't need to be either. From now on, walk with a lifted head. Look forward, not behind. Trust that I am already in tomorrow, preparing blessings, clearing paths, and whispering peace into the places where anxiety once ruled. The way forward is not easy, but it is worth it, and you are not walking it alone. I am your shepherd, your comforter, your defender, your provider, and your healer. I will go before you, walk beside you, and guard your back. You are never without me. Even if the world shakes, you will not be moved. Even if others falter, your roots will hold. For you are planted in my promises, and I do not break what I vow. So rest now, child. Not because everything is solved, but because you've placed everything in my hands. Trust me. I am not just writing a better story. I am redeeming every chapter that broke your heart. I love you, not just in word, but in power. Not just for what you do, but for who you are. You are mine. My beloved, come closer now. Set aside the noise of the day, the endless to-do lists, the inner voices that question your worth. I have something sacred to whisper to you. Let your soul be still, and let these words sink deep into your spirit. I am making all things new. This includes you. Yes, you, the one who's tired of starting over. The one who feels stained by past choices or stuck in a cycle you can't seem to break. You look in the mirror and sometimes all you see is what went wrong. But I see something very different. I see my creation. I see my child. I see someone worth restoring. I know the secrets you've buried. I know the pain you hide behind the smile. I know the disappointments that have worn grooves in your hope. And yet, I am not ashamed of you. I am not angry with you. I am moved by compassion for you. This is not the end of your story. This is the page where everything begins again. I am not just patching the broken pieces. I am rebuilding you from the inside out, stronger, softer, wiser, more radiant with my presence. You've outgrown who you used to be, and that's why some things are falling away. People, habits, even identities you once clung to. They are making room for something better. Let them go, child. Let them fall. You don't have to fight for what I never meant to stay. What I've removed, I've replaced. What I've pruned, I will cause to bloom again. But you must trust me. Even when the process feels painful, even when you don't understand why I closed a door you desperately wanted to keep open, I see the whole picture. I know what lies ahead. And I will never take something from your hands unless what I'm giving you is greater. Yes, some blessings come wrapped in pain. Some lessons only grow in the soil of suffering. But nothing you've endured will be wasted. I am using it every tear, every prayer, every silent night to build something sacred within you. You are being purified like gold in the fire, not destroyed, refined. You will rise from this season stronger than before, more compassionate, more courageous. You will walk with a wisdom that cannot be taught in books. And others will look at you and ask, "How did you survive?" And you will say, "It was the hand of God." Because it was. I want you to believe that you're still chosen, not because you've done everything right, but because my love is not earned. It is freely given. I chose you when you felt unworthy. I called you when you were hiding. I reached for you when you pushed me away. I never stopped loving you. Child, I'm not disappointed in you. I'm delighted in you. You are my joy, my masterpiece. My beloved one, do you hear me? You're not too far gone. You're not behind schedule. You haven't missed your chance. You are right where I can reach you, right where I can lift you, right where I can plant you again. Let me renew your spirit. Let me cleanse your thoughts. Let me restore your sense of wonder. You were not created to live in survival mode. You were made to thrive under my favor, to wake up with purpose, to go to sleep in peace. I want you to look at yourself the way I see you, through eyes of mercy, through the lens of redemption. You are not defined by the worst thing you've done, nor by the worst thing done to you. You are not the labels people placed on you when they couldn't see your heart. You are not the sum of your failures. You are the fruit of my mercy. And I declare this over your life today. You are free, you are clean, you are mine. Let the shame fall off you now. Let the guilt be washed away. You are not condemned. You are embraced. You are not cast aside. You are carried in my arms. You are not forgotten. You are favored. If you will believe this, even just a little, I can begin to transform everything. Start with one step. Return to me. Sit with me in the early morning. Invite me into your thoughts before the world does. Listen for my voice in the quiet. You'll find that I was never far. Let your words be seasoned with grace. Let your thoughts be filtered through my truth. Let your reactions be softened by my spirit. You don't have to live in defense mode anymore. You are safe in me. There's no need to compete, no need to prove, no need to pretend. Your value was never meant to be earned. It was spoken over you from the beginning, and I haven't changed my mind about you. Let this be your turning point. No longer will you be driven by fear. No longer will you be haunted by regrets. No longer will you chase validation from people who don't know your worth. Let me be your validation. Let my love be enough. You are not here to impress the world. You are here to impact it with your peace, your presence, your quiet strength that comes from me. Speak life over your home. Speak hope over your children. Speak joy into every corner of your day. You have power in your words. Use them wisely. Use them to build, Use them to bless. The world may not notice your small acts of obedience, but I do. Every time you choose kindness, even when you feel hurt. Every time you pray, even when you feel dry. Every time you love, even when you've been rejected, I see it and I honor it. I am keeping record of your faithfulness, and I am preparing a harvest you cannot yet imagine. So don't grow weary, child. The seeds you've planted in tears will bloom in joy. You are not walking towards something good. You are walking with someone good, and I will never leave your side. Hold my hand, trust my pace, stay under my covering, for I am doing a new thing in you, and this time it will last. My beloved, today I want you to open your eyes, not just the ones on your face, but the ones in your spirit. Look again at your home. The walls you think are ordinary, I have walked beside them. The floor that creaks beneath your feet, I have stood upon it. The room where you cried silently in the night, I was there, holding every tear you didn't know how to name. I want you to know this: my hand is upon your home. It is not just a place you live, it is a place I dwell. My presence fills it even now. I have surrounded your doorposts with protection. I have stood guard over your children while they slept. I have turned away danger that you didn't even know was approaching. And I did it because you are mine. When you rise in the morning, I am already there. When you go to bed at night, I do not sleep. I keep watch, not as a distant force, but as a loving father who never tires of caring for his child. Even when chaos swirls outside your windows, peace can reign inside your walls. Not because your circumstances are easy, but because I am there. Child, make your home a sanctuary for my presence, not through perfection, but through love. Speak my name in your living room. Let my word play softly in your kitchen. Fill your space with prayers instead of complaints. Replace tension with tenderness. Choose stillness instead of shouting. Bless the space where you stand, because it has been set apart for something greater. Let your family hear your praises, not just your problems. Let your children see you pray not out of fear, but out of relationship. They are watching you more closely than you realize. And when they see that you run to me, even in uncertainty, they will learn where to run to. Your home doesn't need to be spotless, it needs to be sacred. It doesn't need to impress anyone, it needs to shelter everyone who walks through it with warmth and welcome. Let my spirit shape the atmosphere. Let love be the fragrance in every room. Let forgiveness echo in the halls. Let joy be the song that plays quietly behind the conversations. You may not see the change at first, but with every act of faith, every whispered prayer, every moment you choose, grace over anger, I am transforming the environment. Darkness cannot stay where I dwell. Anxiety cannot thrive where peace is spoken. Bitterness cannot grow where kindness is sown. Yes, there may still be conflict. There may still be moments of exhaustion and misunderstanding. But you will not face them alone. I will give you the strength to hold your tongue, the wisdom to speak life, and the courage to make peace. Do not worry if others in your household do not yet understand. I am working in their hearts too. Some seeds take longer to break through the soil. But keep watering them. Keep believing for them. I am not finished. I see your prayers for your spouse, the ones you don't even speak aloud anymore. I see the quiet hopes you carry for your children's future. I see the burden you feel to hold everything together. And I am telling you now, child, you are not alone in this. You are not the foundation I am. You are not the glue I am. You are not the savior I am. Lay down the pressure to fix everyone. That was never your role. Your role is to invite me in, to create space, to model love, to pray in faith and walk in peace. I will do the work that only I can do. Some of the most powerful miracles begin in the hidden places, in the quiet choices, in the unseen sacrifices you make every day. You think no one notices, but I do. I see you making peace when you'd rather be right. I see you showing up even when you're tired. I see you giving grace when you feel empty, and I am so proud of you. Yes, proud. That's not a word you hear from me enough, but I want you to hold it close. I am proud of your faith. I am proud of your endurance. I am proud of the way you keep choosing love when it would be easier to walk away. You are growing, even on the days you feel stuck. You are healing, even when the pain tries to tell you otherwise. You are becoming, even when you feel too broken to bloom. So do not give up on your home. It may not look like the picture you had in your mind, but I am not finished painting it. The strokes of disappointment, of loss, of confusion, they are only part of the canvas. Wait until you see the colors I will bring. Wait until you see how I redeem it all. Invite me into every room. When you feel fear in your child's bedroom, call on me. When tension rises in your marriage, call on me. When finances weigh heavily on your kitchen table, call on me. I will not delay. I am not far. I will meet you there with wisdom and provision and unshakable peace. Let your home become a testimony, not of how perfect your life is, but of how present I am. Neighbors will feel peace when they step through your door. Friends will sense joy when they sit with you. Your home will carry a fragrance that can't be explained by candles or decory. Will be my spirit. Because you made room, because you chose me, because you trusted even when you didn't understand. And for that, child, I bless you. I will bless your coming and going. I will bless the meals you prepare. I will bless the conversations at your dinner table. I will bless the dreams you speak over your children. I will bless the nights you lay awake and pray over those you love. I will bless your tears. I will bless your joy. And through you, I will bless generations. Because when my hand rests upon a home, nothing can curse it. So lift your eyes today, look again at the place you dwell, and say aloud, "This is not just my house, this is God's house." And watch what I will do next. My beloved child, I want you to pause and reflect not on what you lack, but on what you already have. So much of your life is a miracle you've stopped noticing. You woke up this morning with breath in your lungs, and that breath was a gift. Your heart kept beating through the night without your permission, without your effort. It beat because I commanded it to. The sun rose, and the light that touched your face was not random, it was a reminder. I have not forgotten you. I know the world teaches you to strive, to compare, to run faster and reach higher. But my kingdom does not operate on pressure, it thrives on presence. It blossoms in gratitude. Gratitude is not weakness, it is your greatest weapon. It unlocks doors that anxiety has slammed shut. It lifts your eyes from what's broken and helps you see what's still whole. It teaches your heart to breathe differently, to beat in rhythm with heaven instead of fear. So right now I want you to thank me, not because I need it, but because you do. Thank me for what you can see and what you cannot. Thank me for the prayers I've already answered and the ones I'm still preparing. Thank me for the moments that broke you, because even in those I was planting something deep and beautiful that no storm can uproot. There is power in your praise. Do you feel it? The enemy flees when you thank me in the middle of your confusion. Hell trembles when you raise your voix no in complaint, but in worship. Your words are not empty sounds. They are spiritual tools. They shape the atmosphere around you. When you choose to thank me instead of giving in to despair, you are not pretending. You are prophesying. You are speaking into being what your eyes have not yet seen. Child, remember when you were in the valley and I carried you out? Remember the night you cried yourself to sleep and yet woke up with new strength? Remember the bills that were somehow paid, the sickness that was healed, the danger that passed you by? That wasn't luck. That wasn't coincidence. That was me. You've already lived through miracles, but sometimes you forget. So today, I am reminding you not to guilt you, but to awaken the joy that's been sleeping in your soul. You are not empty. You are not forsaken. You are not starting from zero. You are walking in a story of grace. You are standing on ground soaked with answered prayers. And yes, There are still things you're waiting for. There are doors you've knocked on that haven't opened. There are hopes you carry like fragile glass in your chest. I see all of that, and I am not ignoring you. But here's the truth. Gratitude will carry you farther than fear ever could. When you focus on what I've already done, you create room for what I'm about to do. If you only knew what I have in store, the blessings that are forming even now in the places you cannot see, you would dance through this waiting season with joy. You would sing even in the shadows. You would praise like the victory is already yours. Because it is. I have promised to never leave you, and I haven't. I have promised to provide, and I will. I have promised to turn ashes into beauty, sorrow into singing, despair into praise, and I am already at work. But you must guard your spirit. The enemy wants to infect your heart with bitterness. He whispers, look at what you've lost. Look at what they have, and you don't. But that is poison to your purpose. Refuse to drink it. You don't need what others have. You don't need to follow their timeline. You don't need to compete for space in a kingdom that has already made room for you. The table I've set for you is yours alone. No one can take your seat. No one can copy your story. No one can wear your crown. So give thanks, not only for the visible blessings, but for the invisible ones. Thank me for the storms that never came, for the heartbreaks I spared you from, for the closed doors that redirected you toward greater ones. Thank me for the wisdom I've placed in your scars, for the gentleness that suffering has taught you, for the compassion that now flows from your wounds. These are not curses, they are crowns. And thank me for the strength you didn't know you had until life tested you. You thought you'd break, but you bent. You thought it was the end, but you survived. You didn't just survive. You grew. You softened. You deepened. You became. That's my work in you. That's my fingerprint on your soul. So don't let discouragement blur your vision. Wipe your eyes and look again. There is so much to be grateful for, even here, even now. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending the pain isn't real. It means choosing to see my hand even in the midst of it. It means saying, God, I trust you, even when I don't understand, even when it still hurts, even when I'm tired. And I honor that kind of gratitude. I honor it by sending peace where there should be panic. I honor it by making a way where there seems to be none. I honor it by holding you so tightly that fear loses its grip. Child, lift your eyes, breathe deeply, let a whisper of thanks rise from your chest. It doesn't have to be loud, it just has to be real. Thank you, Father, for this breath. Thank you for not giving up on me. Thank you for the light that still shines inside me. Thank you for hope that refuses to die. Thank you for what you've done. Thank you for what you're doing now. Thank you for what's coming. That's it. That's the shift. From worry to worship, from pressure to peace, from fear to freedom. Gratitude is the bridge between where you are and where I'm taking you. Walk it daily. And as you do, you will find me waiting on the other side, arms open wide, ready to pour out blessings you didn't even know how to ask for. Because I love you, and I'm not finished. Not with you. Not with your story. Not with your future. Not with your family. Not with the promises I whispered into your heart in the night. Say it with me now. Thank you, Lord. Even before I see it, I believe it. My child, now that your heart is softened by gratitude, I want to speak to the part of you that still wonders, is this really it? The answer is no. What you've known so far, this isn't the end. Not of your story, not of your growth, not of your calling. You were made for more than surviving day by day. You were created to live fully, boldly, purposefully, and joyfully even in this broken world. I didn't place you here just to make it to the next day. I placed you here to reflect my light, to bring warmth to cold spaces, to restore what's been lost, to build where things have been torn down, to breathe life into things that others have given up on, including yourself. There's more in you, beloved. I see it. You've silenced your own voice too often. You've made yourself smaller to avoid conflict, to be accepted, to not disturb the peace. But peace built on your silence is not my peace. It is surrender to fear. I'm calling you to speak again, to sing again, to believe again. There are gifts I placed in you that have been sleeping under disappointment, dreams you shelved because they felt too risky, hopes you buried because the waiting hurt too much. But I say to you today, wake them up. I am breathing on those dry bones. I am reigniting what the world tried to snuff out. The passion, the clarity, the boldness, it is returning. Slowly, gently, but surely, because I am doing it. You don't have to force it. You just have to say yes. Yes to believing that your life has divine weight. Yes to trusting that your story still matters. Yes to walking through the doors I open even when they scare you. Child, you were never meant to stay hidden in the shadows. The light I placed in you wasn't meant to flicker, it was meant to blaze. You are not background. You are not accidental. You are chosen, equipped, anointed. And I know that word anointed feels too big for someone who still struggles, who still cries, who still doubts. But that's exactly the kind of person I choose to work through. I don't call the flawless, I call the willing. I don't need your perfection, I desire your surrender. So don't disqualify yourself. Don't say, but God, I'm not ready. Readiness has never been a requirement for me. Look throughout history, every person I've used was in the middle of their mess when I called their name. Moses was afraid. David was overlooked. Esther was unsure. Peter denied me. And yet, I used them all. Why? Because they said yes. Not to comfort, not to certainty, but to me. And that's what I'm asking of you now. Say yes again. Not because you feel confident, but because you trust the one who goes before you. I will not lead you where my grace cannot sustain you. I will not call you into places and then abandon you in them. You may face resistance. Not everyone will understand your shift. Some people liked you better when you were silent, passive, pleasing. But child, you weren't born to be palatable. You were born to be powerful in me. And when you start walking in the fullness of who I created you to be, the enemy will try to stop you. He'll whisper every old lie. He'll send distractions dressed as opportunities. He'll press where he knows it still hurts. But don't be afraid. Don't retreat, because this time you're not walking alone. You have my spirit within you. You have angels around you. You have promises under your feet and destiny on your path. You may feel unprepared, but I have already gone ahead of you. I'm placing you in rooms you thought you'd never enter. I'm connecting you with people you thought were beyond your reach. I'm turning your wounds into wisdom, your silence into strength, your ashes into beauty. Because I want to show you I waste nothing. Every struggle you endured has shaped your compassion. Every delay built your resilience. Every heartbreak carved out deeper wells of love inside you. And now you are ready. Not because life got easier, but because your spirit got stronger. I've watched you grow, quietly, without applause. I've seen the nights you didn't give up, the prayers you whispered even while your heart broke, the way you served when no one saw. That was training. That was refining. That was preparation. And now the season is shifting. Can you feel it? The air around you is changing. The weight on your chest is lifting. The fog is clearing. You are stepping into a new thing, not because you chased it, but because you trusted me in the hidden place. This is the reward of your faithfulness. Doors are opening not because of luck, but because of obedience. Blessings are arriving, not just material ones, but healing, clarity, favor, and divine connections. You are stepping into alignment. Don't let fear pull you back. Don't let old mindsets sabotage new beginnings. You are not the person you used to be. You are wiser now, braver now, closer to me now, and that is enough. So take the next step, even if your hands tremble, even if your voice shakes. Move forward knowing that I am ordering your steps. You don't need to know the whole plan. You just need to know the one who wrote it. And child, I wrote it with love, not to torment you, not to test you, but to bless you, to grow you, to reveal parts of me that you could never have known without the journey you've walked. Now rise, stand in your full identity. Lift your head, put your hand over your heart and whisper, I was made for more, because you were more than survival, more than scarcity, more than shame, more than silence, more than comparison. You were made for light, for love, for healing, for purpose, for glory. And I will walk with you into every place I've prepared. So don't shrink now. The world needs what I've placed in you. And I, your God, will be right here step by step, breath by breath, until every promise I've spoken becomes your reality. My beloved child, now that your spirit has awakened and your steps are beginning to align with the rhythm of heaven, I want you to hear me clearly. Your future is safe with me. I know you still feel uncertain at times. I know some days it's hard to silence the what-ifs in your mind. What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail again? What if I'm not enough? But child, you are not walking into an unknown future. You are walking into a plan I designed with love, with purpose, and with every detail already held in place. You are not behind. You are not late. You are not disqualified. The timing of your life is not measured by human calendars or comparison. It is shaped by my perfect will. And though the path may have seemed winding, confusing, even painful at times, I have been guiding your every step. The delays were not denials. They were protections. The detours were not punishments. They were realignments. You may have cried in frustration, but I was wiping your tears with tenderness. I wasn't absent. I was just working in silence. Now, the season is shifting, and with it, you must release the fear of stepping forward. You've held the past long enough. The memories, the guilt, the labels, the disappointments, they are not your identity. I am your identity, and I call you redeemed. I call you chosen. I call you victorious. You don't need to figure everything out right now. You don't need a 5-year plan or a perfect blueprint. What you need is trust. Trust that I am already in your tomorrow, that my presence will meet you before your feet even arrive. Your future is not something you need to chase. It's something I've already prepared. All I ask is that you stay close to me. Let me be the one you consult before every decision. Let my voice be louder than your fear. Let my words shape your perspective more than the opinions of people who don't understand your calling. There will still be challenges ahead. I will not promise ease, but I do promise peace. I promise presence. I promise strength for every battle, wisdom for every choice, grace for every weakness, and joy that will not be stolen. Even when things around you shift, even when others walk away, even when the road ahead feels unfamiliar, remember, I do not change. My love for you is not a mood. It's not based on your performance. It doesn't fluctuate with your feelings. It is steadfast, unwavering, eternal. I loved you before you knew how to love me back. I held you when you didn't even know my name. I chose you long before you chose me. And I am not done. You think you've seen my goodness? You've only seen the beginning. You think you've received my blessings? There is more pressed down, shaken together, and running over. You think you've known joy? I am about to surprise you with laughter that erupts from your soul, because it comes from healing, from restoration, from the miracle you thought might never come. This is not the end of your journey. This is the beginning of your fullness. You will walk in freedom. You will live with clarity. You will speak with authority, not because you have all the answers, but because you carry my presence. You are not a prisoner of your past. You are a pioneer of new beginnings. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are being led by the light of heaven. You are not broken beyond repair. You are being built into a vessel of honor. And one day, sooner than you think, you will look back and see how I wove it all together. Every scar, every silence, every secret cry in the dark. All of it becoming the tapestry of my glory through your life. You will testify. You will encourage others. You will be the proof that I am faithful. And those who once doubted you will see my hand all over you. Not because you proved them wrong, but because you let me prove my goodness through you. So keep your heart soft, keep your hands open, keep your eyes lifted. Say yes to what you cannot yet see. And when fear comes knocking, answer it with faith. When doubt whispers, silence it with praise. When weariness settles in, rest not just your body, but your soul in me. I am your refuge. I am your fire. I am your foundation. I am your future. Nothing can separate you from my love. Not your mistakes, not time, not death, not fear, not failure. I hold you now, and I will hold you forever. So don't be afraid to hope again. Don't be afraid to love again. Don't be afraid to try again. The grave couldn't hold me, and no lie will hold you. Rise, my child. Rise with courage. Rise with joy. Rise with expectation. Your miracle is not a myth. It is on its way. I am with you. I am for you. And I have never stopped working on your behalf. Let that truth sink deep today. And when you feel overwhelmed, repeat this. God is with me. God is in control. My future is secure in His hands. Let that be your prayer. Let that be your anthem. Let that be the anchor for your soul. You are not who you used to be. You are not what they said about you. You are mine forever. If this message touched your heart today, write Amen in the comments, not for me, but as a declaration that you are ready, ready for peace, ready for healing, ready for more. My beloved child, before this message ends, I want you to pause with me one more time. Still your mind. Breathe deep. Let the silence hold you for just a moment, because in this stillness, I want to show you something sacred. I have been moving even when you couldn't see it. There were moments when you thought I was distant. Moments when your prayers felt like they evaporated into a ceiling of silence. Moments when the weight of what you were carrying made you question if I was still holding your hand. But child, I never let go. You measured my presence by the noise of a miracle, when in fact I was whispering in the quiet. You waited for thunder and lightning, but I was moving gently in your thoughts, in your sleep, in the timing you never understood until now. Every time you felt abandoned, I was actually closest. When you sat alone in your car, eyes full of tears, heart full of ache, sat in the passenger seat, silently holding your sorrow. When you tried to be strong for everyone else, and then collapsed in exhaustion behind closed doors, I wrapped you in my grace. Not all movement looks like momentum. Not all miracles look like fireworks. Sometimes the most powerful things I do happen in the shadows, in the hidden places, in the deep parts of your soul where no one sees but me. You have healed more than you realize. You have grown more than you've admitted. You have survived more than others could ever know. And I have seen every moment of it. Every uncelebrated victory, every quiet decision to keep going, every whisper of, Lord, help me. I was there, I honored it, I responded. And now, I want you to begin seeing the invisible with eyes of faith. Look again at the doors that closed, they were me redirecting you. Look again at the people who left, they were me making room. Look again at the waiting, it was me building patience, trust, and resilience in you. What you thought was abandonment was protection. What you called delay was preparation. What you labeled failure was redirection. And what you thought was silence was me speaking through everything around you. Child, you've walked through deserts and still found water. You've been hit by waves and still found your footing. You've sat in the dark and still found the strength to reach for the light. That's not weakness. That's not luck. That's me. That's grace. That's the evidence that I have always been God in your story, even when the plot didn't make sense. You think I've only just begun to bless you, but in truth, I've been blessing you all along, with the breath in your lungs, with the lessons in your losses, with the peace that didn't make sense, with the opportunities that came wrapped in pain, with the strength that came from surviving what others didn't even know you faced. I know there are still things you don't have answers for, questions that linger in the corners of your mind, especially at night when the world grows quiet. You wonder, what was the purpose of that pain? Why didn't you stop it sooner? Where were you when I was at my lowest? And I answer you now, not with explanation, but with presence. I was with you. When they betrayed you, I held your dignity. When you didn't think you could keep going, I lifted your chin. When your soul was too tired to pray, I prayed over you with groanings too deep for words. You never fought alone. You never suffered unnoticed. You never cried unheard. Your tears were liquid prayers, and I caught every single one. I planted them into the soil of your future, and I will bring forth beauty in their season. Yes, even that thing, the one you still carry in secret, the one that hurts too much to name out loud. I am healing it, not instantly, but completely, not loudly, but eternally. You don't need to rush this. You just need to stay close. Keep choosing me even when you feel nothing. Keep showing up in faith even when your hands feel empty. Keep worshiping even when the answers haven't come. Because this devotion in the unseen is the kind of faith that pleases me most. And it will not go unrewarded. I am opening up wells of blessing that run deeper than surface joy. I am giving you peace that no circumstance can touch. I am restoring your laughter, not shallow, polite laughter, but deep, unshakable joy. I am mending relationships. I am redeeming time. I am rewriting chapters that were written in pain with a new script of promise. And child, I am bringing beauty to your name. Not the kind that fades with years, not the kind the world chases, but the kind that lives on in your children's children, the kind that shines through your presence before you even say a word, the kind that makes others ask, what is it about them? And the answer will always be, it's the presence of God, because you carry me now, not just on Sunday, not just when you're strong, but always. You have become a vessel of my glory, and where you go, heaven will follow. So now, as we prepare to close this time together, I want you to walk forward not with hesitation, but with expectation. Expect peace to greet you when you open your door. Expect favor to follow you into every room. Expect clarity to quiet your confusion. Expect strength to rise in your weakness. Expect love to meet you in the most unexpected places. Because I go before you, because I walk beside you, because I live within you, because I love you, and I always will. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, don't rush to move on. Sit with it. Let it echo. Let it soften the places that have gone hard. Let it water the dry ground in your soul. And if it brought you peace, then offer that peace forward. Share these words with someone who needs to know. They are not forgotten. They are deeply loved. And heaven is closer than they think. You are not alone. You never were. And now, you never will be. Let this truth carry you through today. God sees you, God hears you, and God is not done. Amen.